Hi, welcome to Cute Things by Rebecca. I am Rebecca, and today we are going to be making the Diamond Luna. Look at how pretty it is. It's called that because it has little diamonds on it. We're making a video today because it is two hoopings. You'll have a back and a front. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Here's the little one. This is a 5x7, and this is the snack size one, and we're going to make a 6x10 right now. So these are the supplies that you need. I have 2 pieces of vinyl, my main and back fabrics, cut at, since I'm doing a 6x10, I always cut about 1 inch or more. So I have it cut at 7x11, 12 inches. I have a zipper longer than my project. I think it's 12 inches I cut that at. And 2 pieces of lining. These are obviously cut bigger than my actual project, but cut your lining at 7x11, 7x12, you know, just make sure you have enough. And I'll even show you how to do the measuring part with the placement steps too. And I have, I'm going to put a tab on it, so I have my D-ring and tab ready. Excuse me. So it's 2 hooping project. We're going to do the back first. You always want to do the back because when you're done with the back, we will move on to the front of the bag, and you're going to need that back to put over the top. So let's get started. You can use whatever kind of stabilizer you want. I'm just using a poly mesh in this for now, but you can use tearaway or cutaway, whatever you'd like, depending on the fabric that you're using. So I'm going to run the first step on the machine on the back portion. It's a placement step. So I'm going to run that and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I ran a placement step on here. This is going to show you how big a piece of fabric that you're going to need. So if you don't like what I say in my directions for cuts at 7x11, you can take your measuring tape and measure your own cuts. Just make sure you have enough. So from the widest point, it's 10 inches. So, you know, whatever you want. 10x6 is the project, so cut your fabrics accordingly. So there's only one more step on the back, and now what you want to do is just place your fabric over the top of the entire placement and run that last step. It's going to do the quilting part of this. If you want your bag to be poofy, a little bit poofier, you can put some batting down or use fusible fleece on the back, whatever you want, if you want yours puffy. I'm not doing mine puffy, so I'm just going to lay it over the top, but you can do whatever you want. I'm going to run that next step right now. Okay, so I ran the little diamonds on there. We are done with the back. So go ahead and prep your hoop for the front of the bag. Just, you can take this out and just set it aside for later. And put your stabilizer in there, get your design on your machine, and run that first step. I will be right back. Okay, so the placement step is on your stabilizer now. You just want to take your zipper and you want to line up the zipper teeth with the center line of that zipper. I'm using a number 5 zipper, and you can use 5 or 3 on these bags, and they turn out just fine. So just be sure to line up the teeth with that center line. I'm going to secure it with tape, and then I'm going to run the tack down for the zipper. I'll be right back. Okay, so the zipper is tacked on there now. Now we're going to be working on the front and the back side of the hoop. So grab a piece of lining and your front main, and flip your hoop over to the back side and place your lining. You want it pretty side down on this side, and just line it up. I always like to line it up right about there where that second zipper line is. It doesn't matter if it's down too low or whatever, as long as it catches, because it's going to stitch on that line again. So just a little bit below, or you can line it up to that line. That's fine. Make sure that when we are going to flip this over, that your fabric is going to go all the way down to the bottom of your project. So have it lined up there. I'm going to secure it with some tape. Okay, and then flip it over to the front. So now you'll see your pretty side facing you, and that's what you want. Now you can just take your vinyl and butt it up against your zipper, and then run the next step. It's gonna just put a line here. I'm gonna make another video showing you how to do fabric, but a couple of ways to do fabric is to, this is my next project, I've got it already. If you were using this fabric, you could take your ironed over piece and butt it up to your zipper and do it all in one step, and then it'll run that line. Or you can take your fabric piece and place it pretty side down up along that zipper line, and then you would fold it over after that line runs. But I will show you how to do that in a different video, but this bag you can do a couple of different ways. However, it's easiest for you is what I'd suggest. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and run that next line. Okay, so now that's secured on and your lining is secured on, you want to leave this lining pulled up until after the diamonds are done, then we pull that down. So the next step on the machine is just going to tack this down. It's a light stitch, it's just going to go around and tack it down. Okay, so now it's all secured on. Leaving this pulled up out of the way, go ahead and run your diamonds now. And then once that's finished, I'll be right back. Look how pretty that is becoming. Okay, so now that the quilting's done, turn over to the back side of your hoop, and this is the time where we pull down that lining fabric. So pull it down, and you can tape it so it doesn't get bunched up on your machine. The next step will secure this lining on. So I will run that right now. Okay, the lining is secured on. It was just light stitch to hold that down. Now the next step on the machine is a placement step for a tab. It's just there so you don't forget to put your tabs in. You can put your tab here, 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 wherever you want. Except the placement tab is, I think it's over here in this corner. So if you run it, you're going to just see a line there. But like I said, you can have it on this side up here, wherever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and skip those two steps. I know where I want mine. So when you do a tab, whatever you use, you just want the raw edges on the outside of your project. So, and if you're using hardware, make sure it's out of the zipper area far enough that won't catch the foot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my tab right here. And even though that's where the placement steps are, I'm not going to use them because I'm just going to tape it right here. Okay, so like I said, those steps are just there so you don't forget to add them. Sometimes we forget if we don't have a step to show us what to do. So after you've gotten your tab on, and if you wanted to run it right there, the next step on the machine is going to seal the deal. So before we seal the deal, we want to open our zipper. You can open it up halfway, more, whatever you want. I always kind of like to tape the little zipper pulled down so it doesn't wobble around. So now you want to grab your back piece that you made earlier, and you want to place it pretty side down so right sides are together. Now this piece was made a tad bit larger than the front. That way you don't have to line it up so perfectly, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to line things up when you can't really see what's going on. So I made it a little bit bigger so you have a little bit of room to move. I mean, I had to keep the size of the bag the same, but you shouldn't have to try so hard to line it up. So what I do is I always kind of like look at my sides. My sides are good, and I'm going to tape it because I don't want it moving when I put it in my machine. And make sure this side is lined up. And see how it's just a tad bit bigger, the lines? That's good, that's okay. And then up here, it's going to leave us plenty of room. Okay? So you can tape it if you want, or you don't have to. It's all up to you. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just showing you what to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run that whole outline stitch. I'll be right back. We're almost done. Okay, so we're sandwiched together. And see, like I said, I made the back piece just a little bit larger so I could have room for error. So back side of your hoop, you want to grab your last piece of lining and place it pretty side down so the right sides are together. Secure it with tape and run that last step. It's going to leave an opening that we're going to turn through down here. So I'm going to run that right now. I'm really excited because this bag is, I think I'm going to keep it because it's my favorite color. I just love mint green. Okay, I'm going to be right back. Okay, we're almost finished. That was the last step on the machine. Now we're going to go ahead and trim our project. I like to do this part right now. Just get that out of my way. So you can remove your project from your hoop. And then you just want to cut all the way around your bag, leaving this piece a little long so we can sew it up or glue it. I'm going to seal it with Stitch Witchery. And then when you're cutting around, leave your zippers kind of long so they don't pull through. And I'm going to cut it and I'll show you what it looks like after I cut it. I'll be right back. Okay, this is how I cut it. I leave the zippers just a little bit long, and then I kind of cut all the bulk off around it. So now what you want to do is you want to turn your project through the lining opening. I'm so excited. We're almost there. So once we do this, if you used cutaway or poly like I did, the mesh, you're going to want to open up your zipper very carefully with scissors, seam ripper, whatever you like to use to get rid of that stabilizer. So just kind of push it through. Stuff my hand in there and push out the curves a little bit. The Luna is curvy, so I like to push up as much as I can during this step. I do a lot of poking. The corners out when the bag is fully turned too. But there you go. So I'm going to take this over to my iron. I have some Stitch Witchery, or I forget the other name of it, but I just like to tuck those in, and then I melt that stuff in there and it holds it shut. And I'm also going to remove the stabilizer, so I will be right back. Okay, so it's nice and sealed. Cleaned up my stabilizer on my zipper. Now you just want to open it and turn through the zipper. This is my favorite part. It's like magic. It's like, whoa, I made that bag without, you know, cutting patterns, and I just cut a couple shapes, and it's just fun. I like making bags. I make more bags than I need to, but I really enjoy doing them. I'm going to tell you right now, this one I'm keeping because it's so pretty. I don't think that the phone that I'm using to record this is showing how pretty it is, but it's shimmery, shiny, minty, and I just love mint. So here we go. There's your Luna diamond. Isn't it pretty? Let's see how everything came together. So that's the 6x10, 5x7, and the snack size. Excuse me. There is another size, 7x12. I haven't made it yet, and I probably will. But these are the ones I've made so far. And I will be doing another video on how to make it with woven fabrics. So I primarily use vinyl for bags, but I do like a cotton bag once in a while. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to me through email, my Facebook group, Cute Things by Rebecca. There's several different ways to get help if you need it. If you're struggling making a pattern or bag or something, I will walk you through it. The video tutorials are a great resource. So I hope you learned something. I hope you liked it. And thanks for watching.